It's Tuesday, November 12th, 2024. I want to thank everybody for tuning in today. As always, please make sure to like, share, and subscribe. Quick note, my dear friend Enrique is dropping a video today on his new channel, Enrique Reacts. Check it out. He's at Walmart picking up supplies to be donated to the homeless in our area. As many of you know, every once in a while we like to get out, help the homeless out, Riverside County, San Bernardino County, LA County. And so Enrique was just at a Walmart getting supplies for the homeless, and he's going to be talking about some other things on his channel also. So make sure to check out his channel, give him some love. Enrique Reacts. Enrique Reacts. He's doing really, really well. Thanks to all of you. Check it out. He's going to talk about the homeless issue and a bunch of other stuff. So check that out. And now getting into some news of the day. Daily Mail. T-Mobile goes down across the U.S. as users report service outage. Here we go again. T-Mobile goes down for thousands of Americans in Utah. They had no call service. Many could not get internet service. 4 cell towers were knocked out. Issues also in hotspots including New York, Los Angeles, and Chicago. So is this another glitch, or is it something more nefarious? And why is this happening more and more? I mean, I've had my cell phone for years and years and years. I've never really ever had an issue. And now it seems like every week there's an outage. And we're being told that, you know, it's just a glitch, nothing to worry about. Then here, Verizon internet outages impact millions on East Coast. Verizon outages have impaired services for millions of customers on the East Coast. Significant disruptions in the early hours of Tuesday today. Again, is this another glitch? So we have T-Mobile, we have Verizon, it's happening at the same time, and millions of people affected by this, multiple states, so towers knocked out, whatever that means. So what is going on here? You know, I just always think about these people who their whole life is on this device right here. Every penny, every dollar they have, every transaction they do is right here. And I just always wonder that if we come to a major situation where this impacts tens of millions of people or majority of the country that cannot access their money, cannot bank, cannot buy and sell, then what? What happens? How quickly things could be shut down. And a lot of people out there still don't believe this can happen. And when you look at what has transpired over the last few years, how anybody can think that this is not possible with the technology that is out there, with these events happening literally weekly now, the cyber attacks on hospitals, the military, government facilities, water filtration systems, financial institutions. Every day these attacks are going on, and at some point they're going to be so overwhelming that it is going to affect a lot of people, and not just for a couple hours. And just think about if you could not do a transition or a transaction, if you could not do a financial transaction, if your ATM was shut down, what would you do? What if it was more than a couple hours? What if it was more than a couple of days? Think about how vulnerable the situation is, or how vulnerable the system is out there right now. And one day we're going to wake up and guess what? Maybe your phone doesn't work. Maybe your ATM doesn't work. Maybe your bank can't open. Maybe, you know, the grocery stores are affected. The water treatment facility in your area is affected, and now you don't have water, or you can't do a transaction and buy food at the grocery store. Be prepared for this stuff, ladies and gentlemen. Have extra food and water put away. How do you create a recession? This on the Hedge today, very interesting. And check these articles out. Do your own due diligence, ladies and gentlemen. And just to paraphrase a little bit and give you some bullet points here, it says here, overheat the economy with a massive increase in government spending, disguising employment with public sector jobs, and soaring federal debt. Keep raising taxes, keep raising the debts, and you have a recession. Then you can blame it on the supermarkets, you can blame it on corporate America, you can blame the inflation on everyone else except yourself, except the government. The government will blame everybody else except itself. The entity that prints money, spends lots of money, borrows lots of money, it will blame everybody except itself for this recklessness. Look, we've been in a recession for well over 2 years now. I sincerely believe that we are in the early stages of a depression. You can tell me how great the stock market's doing based on absolutely no fundamentals. The stock market isn't going up because everybody's working these well-paying jobs and we have all these great jobs and everybody's doing so well. Wages are exploding and people's savings are exploding. That's not happening. Real wages are going down. People literally have no money in savings. They don't, half this country doesn't have $400 for an emergency. 80% of this country is living paycheck to paycheck. But we're supposed to be bamboozled that because the stock market is at all-time highs, the economy is doing wonderfully. If you believe that, you are really drinking the Kool-Aid. Here's another one. They just got handed fraudulent books. Ed Dowd confirms our warning that the new administration is inheriting a turd of an economy. This was a really, really good article here on The Hedge. If you have 5 or 10 minutes, check this stuff out. Former Wall Street money manager Ed Dowd, I've watched this guy for years, many, many interviews. He predicts the economy is poised to roll over soon. Why is the Fed cutting rates with a record high Dow, he asks? Well, I've been asking that for quite a while, and I'm sure most of you have too. Why is the Fed cutting rates with markets at record highs? Maybe they see something, maybe they don't. I think they do. Why would you do it otherwise? He says, I've never seen such blatant manipulation of government statistics. I think most of you watching this today would agree. You don't believe the numbers either. The real economy has been rolling over, no doubt. Trump to inherit a turd of a financial crisis. They just got handed fraudulent books, he says. They're basically going to get blamed for what is coming. So what is coming? Many people believe nothing but prosperity, nothing but a stock market that's going to go much, much higher, which I think it will. But I think in the early part of 2025, we're going to see some problems. Ed Dowd says they need to get in front of this and talk about what they were handed. The new president needs to have a heart-to-heart with the American people. He really needs to come clean and be honest with the American people what is really happening behind the scenes. We don't believe the inflation numbers. We don't believe the unemployment numbers. We don't believe the GDP numbers. He needs to let the American people know what has transpired over the past near 4 years and what they are inheriting right now. Inflation is much worse than we are being told. We keep, they're trying to tell us that it's, basically not even a news story anymore, that basically it's like disappeared. Inflation is still extremely high. It's still going up. It's just going up slower, but it is not going away. It is certainly not near 2%. Here's another one today from CNBC. 28% of credit card users are still paying off last year's holiday debt. Recent wage gains, it says here, and lower inflation may be driving consumers towards a financial equilibrium. Can you believe that? And so, again, they're trying to tell us that real wages are going up and lower inflation. Inflation is extremely high. It is just going up slower. TransUnion, Paul Siegfried made this statement. So you can believe Paul or you can believe your own checking account, your own bank account, your own wallet. Are you saving more money? Are your wages going up? Is your standard of living improving right now because the stock market's going up? Or Paul Siegfried is telling you that things look hunky-dory. The average American has 4 credit cards, ladies and gentlemen. There are over 600 million credit cards floating around in America, and people are drowning in massive credit card debt at 23, 25, 30%. And if you still have credit card debt from last holiday season and you go out shopping this holiday season, you need psychiatric help. You really do. You're going to get what you deserve. That is absolute irresponsibility. That is recklessness. And you're going to go deeper and deeper and deeper into debt. And it's a really big mistake. I think the holidays, I think Christmas has gotten so corporate, so mainstream, that people just feel almost forced to spend money. And we're already hearing that, it's going to be a record-breaking Christmas retail sales this year. People are going to spend more money than they did even last year. And they're going to do it with credit cards. They're going to do it by taking on more debt at 23, 25, 30%. This makes no sense to me whatsoever. I think the holidays are a great time to spend with family and friends and loved ones. But we have this monetary value that we put on all these holidays now where you just have to buy stuff and juice the economy. Be very, very cautious. If you can afford to go out and do this and pay cash or pay the credit card off at the end of the month, God bless you. Do whatever your heart desires. But for people out there that cannot afford to do this, who still do this, you are making a big, big mistake. CNN reportedly laying off on-air talent and hundreds of workers. So I think we're going to see a big correction now in media. CNN, MSNBC viewerships is imploding. An absolute collapse in viewership on many of these channels, many of these news groups, and we're going to see some very, very big names, big anchors disappear. They're going to be gone. They're getting cut. And many people behind the scenes are getting cut. America's trust in media has plummeted to historic lows. We're literally continuing to be lied about everything. And you know, when you look at the data that we get regarding the economy, the lies are remember the 818,000 jobs that now don't exist that did, and now they don't, and these revisions every month on literally everything financial. Think about it. We are being lied to every day. This was interesting. People, I was watching some of these videos. People are absolutely crazy. And because of this election and so many people, we're seeing a lot of mental illness in this country, ladies and gentlemen. And this is not to ridicule or judge anybody, but there is a lot of mental illness in America. And I pray for these people. I hope that they get help, the right medicine, the right therapy, the right priests, the right, pastor, the right counseling, whatever they need. I pray to God that they get it. But there is so much mental illness in America, and this election has brought out a lot of mental illness. And so I guess now, I was watching all these videos today where women now, because of the new president who has been elected, they're so upset that they're shaving their heads. Now, this hairstyle right here looks okay on me, but it probably doesn't look very good on a female. Maybe I mean, whatever you're into. But a lot of these women are going online, putting this on TikTok, putting this on videos, on social media, shaving their heads because for God knows whatever reason, this is going to make them feel better. It's going to, I don't know, change the outcome of the election. I have no idea why they're doing this. These people are mentally ill, and I really hope that they get help, because shaving your head is not going to change anything. It's over. The election is over. Here's another one. Woman deletes her own father with axe after being overwhelmed on election night. This happened in Seattle, Washington. So a woman deleted her own father with an axe because of the outcome of the election. And I'm seeing just more craziness, more mental illness. It's really, literally almost demonic what we're watching take place. That is an absolute demonic thing to do right there. I saw another video where this woman was so outraged with the outcome of the election that she was renting a home to her parents, and she said now, because they had voted for Mr. T, she's going to evict them. She's evicting her own parents from their rental because of who they voted for. Call it what you want, but this is absolute derangement. This is severe mental illness. Unbelievable. It really, really is. And a lot of people, I've been hearing the same thing. It's very calm after the election. It's very, very calm. Markets at all-time highs. Overall, there's been some disruptions here and there in some of the cities, nothing major, but overall it's been very, very quiet. I think it's been too quiet, so we'll see what happens. I hope it stays quiet. I really, really do. Here's another one. California now slaps on, or is going to slap on, massive new gas tax. We are already paying more than anybody in the United States for gas, and now they are talking about adding like another 40 cents to the gas price here in California. And my question is, where is all this money going to? Where's all this taxation? We have more tents, more homeless people, more graffiti, more crime, more potholes on the freeways, more trash along the side of the freeways. I've seen the California standard over the last 10 years really, really decay. This was once such a beautiful, beautiful state, and there are still some very, very beautiful parts of the state. But I've seen Oakland, San Francisco, Los Angeles, San Diego, these beautiful cities absolutely decay right before my very eyes. This implosion of homelessness, graffiti, gangs, crime, just an explosion. It's unreal. Where is all of this tax money going? We're already paying more than anybody for gas in the state of California. Where is it going? And it seems like, the $25 billion in Los Angeles that went to Los Angeles to help with the homeless crisis, nobody knows where the money is. So you add 40 cents to a gallon of gas here, that is a lot of money. Where is it going? I don't see California looking cleaner, becoming safer. It seems like it's getting worse, but it's costing people more and more, and they're getting less and less. And here's another one. Seattle homeowners can expect to pay over $2,300 to city after new levy passes. The tax is going to be 65% or 65 cents per $1,000 in assessed value. The ballot measure, however, could go as high as $2.71 per $1,000 assessment per home. So as these cities and states go more into debt, guess what? They're coming after the homeowner, they're coming after the business owner, they're coming after the taxpayer, they're going after sales tax. They're going to try to squeeze as much blood out of the turnip as possible. This is how it always goes. So as they continue to bankrupt these cities and these states, they're going to come after anybody that has a job, anybody that has a home, anybody that has a business, anybody that has a pulse, anybody working. They're coming after you to pay for the disaster and the mess that they have created. And I just don't know how much longer this can go on for, because people just don't have any more to give. You can only stretch a dollar so far, and people are so overstretched now with insurance, with food prices, utilities, auto prices. They just can't stretch it anymore. And here they go. They're gonna want to charge you more in property tax to pay for their mess. Please comment down below. Let me know your thoughts on any of this. It's going to be a crazy 2025. I can't even imagine what we're going to see in 2025. 2024 was something else. And we are now in a country that has been damaged so badly, socially, politically, spiritually, and economically, that I hope we begin to see some light at the end of the tunnel in 2025. But again, it's been so quiet. It's almost like a calm before the storm. Is it just gonna all go away and we're gonna we're gonna just turn things around and be in a utopia, and the economy is just gonna rev up and everything's gonna be fine, and the average American is gonna have more money in the bank and buy a bigger house and see some relief at the store and at the gas pump? I certainly hope so. I don't think it's going to be that easy. I really, really don't. I think that this new administration is going to inherit a god-awful mess. And I don't even know if they realize how bad it is, because the data, the statistics are so manipulated. I don't even think they realize the damage that has been done over the last 4 years. But they're going to find out. And hopefully we can still do something about it. One thing we can all do is pray for this country. So keep America in your prayers. I'm going to leave it there today again. Like, share, subscribe. Please comment down below. Let me know your thoughts on any of this. Have a wonderful day. Be safe out there. God bless you all.